Hello there, Greebos, and welcome back to Downloadable Content. I'm here today to bring you another mod showcase. You guys have been asking, so I figured I might as well deliver. So here are 10 U10 mods that you should download right now, and I know you're gonna love them. The first mod on today's list is the Assassin's Potions and Spell by Oxy. This one was actually appeared first on Reddit. I don't remember the user, so I apologize. But I remember seeing Reddit talk about it like, oh, it would be cool if, he drew it by hand so it looked terrible. But it would be cool if we had like a poison potion. And then someone in the comments was like, I'll make it for you. And here we are. So you got potions, you got magic, and well, it all comes to this. So the toxic spell and potions are pretty fun, to be honest. Let's look at the spell wheel and let's make sure we select toxic. And you can select it in both hands and I'll get there. So when you hold, I'm holding the trigger and then I can just go ahead and cast it. Look at that little toxic bubble. Control it like a fireball if you want to be all fancy and such. But when you hit someone with this one, they're just going to be poisoned. And they're like, oh, damn, I'm straight up poisoned. But if you actually merge them like so, then pull apart, now they're going to turn into this weird yellow color. Still technically poison. This is more of the toxic part of it. This will now stun them and knock them out. So what you can do if you're doing a dungeon, you can be like, I'm going to knock you out and sneak past you. Let's get a bow and quiver for this next part. So we have a friend. I'm going to pull an arrow back and then hold this to make the arrow nice and all poisony. So now it's all nice and poisony. So if I hit this man, can you? Excellent. Poison arrow. He's like, oh my God, I'm green now. I like that he turns green. Let you know that he's poisoned. And he'll just slowly die. Isn't that excellent? So you can be like, oh no, friend, I'm going to poison you. And he's like, oh man, I'm green again. Does this mean I die? And after a couple of seconds, he's straight up dead. But what about the other one? Pull, and now it's yellow again, right? So now when I do this on my bow, make it all nice and yellow. Okay, it's nice and yellow. He's like, don't worry, I won't pass out. Oh wow, he actually blocked it. Not gonna block it this time. Look, he turned yellow. So after I think 15 seconds, oh no, he actually just died. Hold up. Now, there we go. Why are they dying? They're not supposed to die. Is the arrow killing them? Maybe I shouldn't be shooting them in the heart. Hold on, let me try something. Pass out. Why are they dying? I think in the dungeon they won't die, but it's killing them in the arena. Okay, there we go. He's alive. I think what's happening is I'm passing them out while they're moving, and then they hit their neck and die horrifically. So after about 15 seconds of me talking, this man should stand back up. So if you were playing a dungeon, you could cast it on them to knock him out. He's like, okay, I'm awake. Poison! No, wait, poison! There you go. And now he's asleep. So let's, don't wake up. Of course, you can still imbue the weapons with this. He's like, okay, I'll get ready to stab. So if I don't, slit his throat, he'll be fine. And now we're back to regular poison. So poison him, turn him into, Shrek. And then once he's Shrek, you can go ahead and imbue this. Come on, Shrek, you're going to bleed out pretty soon. Or should I say poison out? Chop! Just keep him up. Make sure it hits his bloodstream, Nope. Ugh! Yeah, so that's poisons. Up next, we have the Expandable Staff by MrInsane. It's a staff. It's expandable, and you can crush some windpipes. So let's take a look. So the expandable staff is actually going to be found in the blunt category. So let's go ahead and take out our blunt guy. And here we go. This nice looking staff. He's like, look, I'm a nice looking staff. He's all doing all weird staff things. But when you press the spell use button, it now turns into what it's supposed to be. It actually feels pretty heavy. So, keep that in mind. Like, look right there. Look how heavy that is on my wrist. A little strange. But you can still do some cool things. So let's see how many necks this thing can break. Okay, expandable staff. Boom! Hot kick! Goof! Okay, like the sound of it. I don't know if this works as intended, to be honest. Yeah. Got him. It's fun. I just think it's a little heavy. It's heavier than it should be. Can I throw it like a spear? Right in the knee. Nick. Got him. Straight up Ninja Turtles, that guy. Don't think so. Yeah, it's a heavy boy for sure. Definitely heavy. So maybe I would like to see this one be a little bit lighter, but I like it because of this little hoo-hoo sound animation. It's fun. Moving right along, we have the Steal spell by Clonk. Have you ever been fighting an enemy and said, hey, I wish I had that weapon? Or, a shield? You shouldn't have a shield. Well, now you can. Get ready to steal the enemy's weapons. The Steal spell, when you bring up your spell wheel, is going to be this little blue one. I recommend having Spell Wheel Enhancer installed so you can see what you're going to get. So let's look at the Steal spell. So with it, you have to kind of be looking at a guy and then kind of like cast it. It's strange. Here, I'll try it again. Pick that up. Where you going? Pick it up. So you have to be like aiming at their hands. It's a little tough to do, but just know that you have to be aiming at the hand and kind of the weapon at the same time. Otherwise, you're not going to steal it. I don't think this guy realizes that I stole it. He's like, you stole it? Boom! Here, you can have this back. Pick it up. Go ahead. Good boy. Now, let's take his weapon. Come on. Take the weapon. Work. There we go. Now we have his weapon. He's like, oh my God, that's my weapon, isn't it? Yeah, it's your weapon. Moving on, we have Millennia by Sectix. I've been using this one in the dungeon, and I can also use this one to make some weird cringe stuff, which I have planned, so don't worry. But this enables you to take on the NPC's body, and also if you die while this is installed, after you die, you automatically become the next NPC. It's pretty cool. Take a look. Millennia is this weird looking one that changes color when you highlight it. So here is Millennia. So when I cast this one, if there was an NPC alive on the field, I will become them, but there's nothing alive. What I recommend you do next is open the book. Then go all the way into this cheat section and go to miscellaneous. Self-collision is the first thing. Go ahead and turn that on, and you'll thank me in just a moment. Now let's spawn a friend. Okay, there's a friend. So I'm gonna have Millennia selected, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast it. And look, I'm him. He's like, huh? Did I just become me? And that's me right there, you know, kind of covered in blood like I always am. So handsome. But now with self-collision turned on, I can go ahead and murder myself as this NPC. He'd be like, what? No, why am I murdering myself? So, you know, have some fun that way. And once you're done, you could cast it over here. Then look, he's like, I'm back in action, baby. Now look at this clown. Let's switch places with him, Captain Ginyu style. He's like, whoa, whoa, Captain Ginyu style. The funny thing though, I think it's correct, is these NPCs don't have any powers. Like I can't telekinesis anything. I'm just a normal NPC and I only have just this one spell, which I think is a great addition. It's smart to think like that. So I could do the NPC challenge where I'm just this guy. But now with self-collision, I could just straight up murder myself. Excellent. What an excellent addition. Moving on is a spell that I have shown before, and I have done like a full showcase on it, but I want to make sure that I include it in a U10 mod showcase. And that's Lashing 2.0 by Lyneca. This has a lot of abilities and can do a lot of things. It is one of the most fun mods that you can download for U10. So without further ado, here's Lashing. So Lashing can be selected, once again, using the spell wheel. I'm using Spell Wheel Enhancer, so let's go to Lashing. So now that I have Lashing selected, if I press the Spell Use button again, you're going to notice that there's nothing here. Like, you'll feel it vibrate. It's done on purpose. It's not a glitch. What that does is because Lashing can do other things, so it has to make use of that Spell Use button again. So pressing it twice will bring up your spell wheel. So don't think, like, it's glitched out and broken. It's not. So let's select Lashing. So with it just selected the normal way, I can hold the top trigger and then grip to ping it to something. Then I'm holding both of them and I'm just gonna release the bottom grip. Boing! There you go. So I can do some weird things now, you know? I can make a terrible demonetized sacrifice man. Oh my God, Drifter, don't do this, you know you'll be demonetized. Hi-ya! So now let's say you have your favorite friend all stuck up in there. Let's look at another Lashing ability. I'm just gonna take it and hold the trigger, and I'm just gonna imbue this thing. So now it's imbued. So the point of this one is this can cut the lashes Yeah, look how beautiful that looks. I'm just going up there and I'm cutting lashes. So if you have someone that's stuck or you're done lashing someone and you're like, okay, next part of this, this is how you're gonna unstick them. Another really cool thing about lashing is you can make your own obstacle course and do whatever you want. This has full physics now. So I could climb on this one. So I can also attach it here and start building my own thing, which is omega cool. Like when I say it's omega cool, it's omega cool. So let's put another thing there. And here's what's cool. It also acts as a little ropey guy. So I can climb all the way to the top and then hold the trigger also and slide down. So epic. Now let's take a look at another ability. So I'm gonna press the spell use button to change it. And now that I press it, I'm gonna do some glue. Do you see this? It's kind of subtle right now, but I'm spraying like lashing glue all over this the stuff, this ground over here. So what that does is, let's grab our friend over here. So anything that hits that's not me, will be like stuck in this one. He's like, I'm stuck in this one. Well, he's dead, so he's not saying much. There's a new guy. Let's make some spider glue right there. And he's like, help, I'm stuck in the spider glue. I just keep sticking him. So if I put that even right there, oh no, cursed. So this guy's stuck here. I can just keep putting it wherever he goes and just stick him to things. I could stick, you know, I could grab here and be like, okay, let's stick your arm to the surface now. And he's like, oh my God, I'm just completely stuck. And you can stick multiple parts of their body to other things. And that's why I really love doing this. Another cool thing is you can be Spider-Man with this one. So if you're holding the grip first and then you do the trigger, you could be all like, spider guy, just be like, whoa, hold yourself up with just these lashings, which is pretty cool. It will take some dexterity to do, but you could be like, I'm gonna grab him and then grab him again, and then I can use him to be like pro wrestling moves. There's one more part of lashing also that some people forget about. So let's go in the exotic category and let's get this bomb pouch and spawn it. So in the bomb pouch actually comes with these crazy looking bombs. Oh no! So look at this bomb. So cool, right? It's like a hexagram, I don't know. It looks like Dungeons and Dragons, which is really cool, but it does some interesting things to our friends. You see this guy right here? He thinks he's all tough, but I have a lashing bomb, so I'm just gonna go whoop and wait for it. It will suck everything in, almost like it's like a pseudo black hole, and it's timed so it doesn't obliterate your frames, but I love using lashing bombs. You can do some pretty weird things with it. You can feel like a Batman villain for sure. Lashing bomb, go! I am a Batman villain. So this is lashing. I hope you enjoy it. There's a lot of stuff to do. You can do everything from make your own obstacle courses to enhance every part of your combat ability. I've been seeing some comments lately to do like a top 10 map mods for the U10 update, and maybe I will, but I couldn't ignore this next one. That is Final Destination by SDVR, straight from Super Smash Bros. And this is technically the PC version of the map. This just hit me with, you know, pa, right in the nostalgia. So I want to hit you, pa, right in the face nostalgia. So take a look. Here we go. We are in the Final Destination, and there are some blurry texture thing because this is a ripped model and you're getting pretty closer than you would normally. Yeah, so some of the alphas look a little janky, but it's cool. I'm like, I'm a Super Smash brother now. Look how exciting this is. The cool thing is it also only has one spawn point for the enemy, so you know exactly where they are going to be coming from. And the map is also compatible with survival mode. You can do sandbox or survival mode. Here we go. Now this looks a little bit more familiar, right? Bum, bum, bum. Smash attack. Oh, ring out. Did I win? Oh, wait, I got to get the blast radius ring out. Let's throw him into the screen. Okay, now let's throw him into the screen. Oh, that's a stock. Our next mod helps with cinematic gameplay, and that is 100% death animations by Iron Spirit. You know when you stab someone in the throat and they're just like, ow, my throat? Well, sometimes Blade and Sorcery plays custom death animations for them, and I want that to happen every time, so this makes it happen every time. So now with always death animation, after these guys have lost their duel and their life, they can do it in style. Right, guy? Ugh! He's like, oh my god, I'm dead. Look at that death animation. I love it. I think this is going to be in pretty much every single dungeon run here on out. So get ready to see this countless times. But now, oh, it's so exciting. He's like, oh man. He's like an actor now. He's like, oh boy, I'm an actor. Huh, yeah. Woo! Yeah, so these death animations, buttery smooth. I love them. I think you guys are also going to love them. Our penultimate entry on today's list is a cup of coffee by LaBarata. Yeah, it's a cup of coffee. You can drink it. It heals you. It's basically the health potion, but rebranded. So, I don't know. Drink up. The cup of coffee is going to be found actually as a potion. So let's spawn this bad boy. Oh no, I'm spilling it already. Woo! Oof. So this works just like a potion. So it actually still has like the potion liquid. So it looks weird. But before it hits the ground, it looks cool. So you could sip it. I'm drinking it, dump it all over your face and get some boiling coffee, you know, and that will heal you apparently. But it's a simple mod. I like it. I know it's a conversion. I like the little night cup head. I like drinking it. I like that U10 lets you drink things. Like, I'm drinking it. Did you guys know you can drink things? You don't just have to dump it on your head. You could literally bring it out to your VR mouth and drink stuff. So yeah, if you're wounded, why use a potion when you could have a nice boiling hot cup of coffee? Our last entry on today's list is a working boomerang for U10 by LaBarata and the one and only Jenix. Throw it, have it come back, catch it, don't catch it, the rest is up to you, but enjoy throwing this boomerang. So the boomerang is going to be found in the exotic category, so let's spawn this bad boy. And don't forget to install item activation also, otherwise you are going to be sad. So let's go ahead and toss the boomerang, look at it fly, and then you hold the recall grip button and it will come back to you. So it looks cool and it doesn't require any skill. All you do is you hold the bottom grip and it will come right back at you. So it used to be when other people made boomerangs, you're like, oh my God, I gotta catch it. And you're like, oh damn, I can't believe I caught it. But now you could just, you know, catch it to your heart's content. So unleash your inner Australian and have some fun. But let's see if this is an actual good weapon. Okay, you, take this. Recall. Huh. Australia attack. Hiya! Nice. Oh no. But if it hits them, it doesn't recall, huh? Oh, I can sense a nice boomerang challenge coming. But yeah, here's the boomerang, so have some fun with it. Well, Greebos, that is it for today's mod showcase. I hope you had a ton of fun, but more importantly, I hope you download these mods because they're fantastic. Hit up the description because that's where all the links to these mods are, okay? They're all down there. Hey, if you're new to downloadable content, why not consider subscribing? It's free. All you have to do is click the button down below, join up, and I'll greatly appreciate it. I also want to stop and say a very special thank you to the patrons I have listed here on screen. Thanks for supporting your local lunatic like me so I can continue to make some weird VR content. To everyone else, thank you so much for stopping by, but other than that, I'm Rob from Downloadable Content, and I will see you in the next video.